In lesson 7, we're teaching the students how to draw the equations. And if you're following the hands-on equations manual, this will be the first time that students have seen how to draw these equations and the pictorial notation they use. And what we're doing is we're going to draw triangles. And notice how these are colored in. It'll be really important that we color them in because if they're negative variables, the triangles won't be colored in and they'll look like this, representing that white pawn, right? And on the other side, I have a 10. So this is all we're doing for drawing it. And on these, they're pretty simple because there's no two-handed or one-handed moves. We're just seeing that, oh, if that's 10, these must be equal to 2's. And notice how I'm going to draw a small number next to each triangle. And this is so that I can do my check to see if I've done this right. So on the right side, clearly I have a 10. And notice how I'm going to write a small 10 underneath the scale, that on this side I have a total of 10. Do I have a total of 10 on the other side? And the check looks like this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I have 10 on both sides, so my answer A equals 2. So let's take a look at another example and do the same thing. So on this one, on one side I've got 2B's, and I'm going to draw another 2B's. And on the other side, I have a 16. Now notice, because I'm drawing, I didn't have to draw a 10 and a 6 or 2 8s or some combination. I can write straight to the number that I show in the equation. And again, there's no solving this one. It's just a guess and check. And we can see quickly that each one of those equals 4. Let's check it. 4, 8, 12, 16. So I have 16 on this side, and I can see I have 16 on the other side. And notice how underneath is where I'm conducting my check, and up here is where I'm showing that the B equals 4. Let's take a look at one more of these. All right, in this one, I've got my 2C's. Go ahead and draw these, and a 20. And I'm going to go ahead and just draw the 20, but they could draw different combinations if they wanted to draw a bunch of 5s or 10s. That's fine as well. And on the other side, I've got my 4C's. So I'm going to just draw these. And notice here, I'm going to draw them kind of stacked on top of each other. I let students have some freedom with this. It doesn't really matter what this looks like as long as we can tell what we have on our scale. And so now we do have some two-handed moves to do, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and take 2 off of this side, and at the same time, take 2 off of this side. And that's my two-handed operation. When we're taking things off the scale, I always ask my students to redraw this to be sure what exactly do we have. So on this side, I've got my 20, and on the other side, I have 4C's. And so I'm going to redraw these 4C's, and this time I'm just going to draw them in a line. And so now, how do I get this to be balanced? And I can see that these C's are each going to have to equal 5, right? Let's do our check. Looks like this: 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to write those little numbers there. Okay, so that means on the right side, I've got 20. And on the other side, I also have a 20. And so my equation is balanced, and we see that C equals 5. And that's our introduction to the pictorial notation. Thank you.